This video is created for parents and students to help you understand the SeeSaw tools. So right now I am loaded in a demo SeeSaw account, and I am going to press on the plus. That was just, let me back up, that was on the journal. So here's the journal. I'm going to put a plus, and this is a great way for your child to contact your teacher. So your child can write, "Dear teacher," whatever your teacher's name is, "I hope you have a great weekend. I am having trouble getting to the math test. Can you help me?" And this is where your teacher will see this when they open up their SeeSaw. So they can send that to them, and that is a note that the teacher directly can see, like I said, when they open up SeeSaw. So that's sending direct notes to the teacher. When I come to activities, if I come here, there's one activity. So I'm going to press the plus sign. And this is an activity that the teacher would like the students to do. But I just want to show you some tricks. So first, what we have are some tools down here. This is kind of your mouse tool. We have a pen tool, or excuse me, a pencil tool, a pen tool, a highlighter tool, and this is kind of a magic tool that does kind of like a tie-dye, and we have an eraser. So let's say I want to draw a line from here to here. You can see how I can do that, but I also can hold down on it, and I can make that line smaller or thicker. So if I did it again, it would go here. If I press the undo button at the top, it goes away. If I press it again, the step before that goes away. So I've noticed a lot of you having questions about text boxes. So let's say in this activity, I need to do a text box. So I just can click on it, and the kids can pick whatever color that they want. So I'm just going to pick a different color than when I write. And I have solid here. And some people are like explaining that it's very hard to do the text box. And I agree, it does take some practice. When I click on the outside of the text box, you'll see I have all these little dots come up. From here, I can make smaller, I can make larger, and I can move it around. So I usually make it the size I want, and then I move it around. This works great for a math test or a math activity or a place where I'm going to be doing a lot of text boxes. From there, I can click on here and I can duplicate it. So it makes a copy, and then I can just go back in and I can write another answer there. So once again, I just click on it, I duplicate, and it takes those same properties of the sizes that you had before. I double click on it and I can write my answer. So that's just one quick, neat trick to share. You also can record yourself saying something to your teacher. So you can press record and you can record yourself. And I am in Safari right now, so that's why I got that message. But if you do it in Chrome, you'll have no problems. And then sometimes we do our work on paper and we have to take a picture to our teacher. So maybe here, this is where I get a picture that I need. And right now I'm just going to take the camera and take a photo, and I'm going to allow. You should not have to do that anymore. But right now I just have a plain piece of paper. And many times when I put it in front of my face, it makes it easier for the teacher to see. I know we like to see our face, but when we do it in front, they can see the actual work. So I'm going to take the picture. And here it is, but watch what I'm going to do. I'm just going to drag it really large so that the teacher can see it, my work. A lot of times the teachers have trouble seeing. The other trick is if you have something on your phone, you can airdrop it from your phone to the computer. And let's say I just want to go ahead and I'm just going to pull up a picture I have on my computer, and I can just drop and drag it in, and here's the picture. So those are just some easier ways to make that happen. The kids also like, if you come here, you can change the backgrounds. The rainbow is super popular, so they can change their backgrounds. They also can add shapes onto it. So I'm just adding a shape. These are just different icons that they could use if needed that are already built into the program. And remember that, let's say they start an activity, but they don't finish it. I'm just going to press draft, and that's okay. It goes into the account as a draft because many times we start something and then we're interrupted and we need to come back to it later. So when the student goes back into his account, here's the bar right here. I can just press edit. It has all of my work already there. And then I can check it when I'm ready to turn in or make my changes. So that's just a little tricks that I wanted to share with you. And hopefully that will help you. And we'll continue doing some updates and sharing with you in the upcoming weeks. Happy seesawing!